Make sure to never miss another video by subscribing. Hit the bell to enable notifications, hit the check mark, save, and if you enjoy the video, leave a like. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Panda and welcome back to, I guess, another episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's been a very long time. I mean, truth be told, I didn't feel like playing Minecraft, and I didn't feel like doing like high stakes or PvP or anything. I kind of just wanted to do this. So ever since the new spooky update thing has happened, I've been playing Animal Crossing. I've done a lot of work here on BRI Bay, and I figured today we could do a little bit of spooky season stuff, but also give you guys a tour and lay out my plans. I don't know how much more of these episodes would be coming. Just wanted to, you know, hop on and show you guys a little update, mess around with the spooky season, and especially because I didn't feel like doing Minecraft today. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, this is the entrance. For anybody that's new, this is my island, BRI Bay. It's named after my girlfriend, BRI, of course. And I have like, I think like 16 or 17 episodes already on this series where I did stuff at the start when the game first got released. Obviously, there's been a lot of updates since. And to be honest with you, I stopped playing about 4 months ago. And I've only recently started hopping back into it. But I had a lot of fun coming back into it. So let's go ahead and take a look around. So right after the start here, we have a plaza, and this area is very far from done. It needs a lot of flowers. I'm trying to get black roses, purple windflowers, and orange lilies, and I'm gonna like lay them out in here, and for Halloween basically. And then I'm gonna change these blue lights. I'm gonna change them to be all orange, like these lights are. It's not nighttime, unfortunately, so you can't really see the lights, but they're gonna be orange instead for Halloween only. And yeah, so this is the little courtyard here thing. Yep. And it branches off into 3 directions. Goes that way, and this way. I guess let's go this way. So let's go right. So this is actually gonna be a little residential area. These 2 buildings down here will be gone. They'll be moved, and I'll show you where. So down here, this will all be clear space. I have to figure out what I want to do with, because there's a good amount of room here. Like all of this room is here. Nook's Cranny's being moved today, by the way. So right here is gonna be one building, one house. It's gonna be a house here, and there's gonna be a fence that goes along the backside here. And here's the pathway. This is the pathway. It'll come down this direction. So there's 2 houses here, one here and one here, and they're gonna have like a little small tiny yard. They're both gonna have a little yard. So there, 2 villagers will live there, so that's 2 out of 10 houses. Then we come out this direction, and this is my big like courtyard. This is where Nook's Cranny is gonna be. So Nook's Cranny will have probably a little bit of decoration or something. I don't really know how I'm gonna decorate the front of this yet, but there'll be something here, and like I said, there's gonna be a fence here to cover off the residential area. So the only entrance is here and over on the other side as well. So yeah, Nook's Cranny goes here, and the path goes up that direction, of course. And then over this way, of course, is the town hall with KK sliders here. And then right here is my museum. So the museum has a little courtyard of its own as well. So it's like a little strip of land here for all the like the service buildings and community, basically all the community stuff, the shops and everything. They're all in this one strip here, my quote-unquote downtown section. But here's the museum, and then down here, as you can see, I have a path planned here, but this house is in the way. It's gonna be moved, don't worry. There's a path that's gonna be here, and that path will meet up with this, which is to our left of our entrance. So we have a little square here, and I'm thinking maybe either like a sit-down like cafe type thing, or maybe a little like fossil like garden type thing where I can like show off like extra fossils and stuff that I have, just extra stuff for the museum will go right here. So this will be quote-unquote part of the museum, you know, this will part of the experience for the museum will be in here. And it'll probably be fenced off like down here, so the only way you can get to it is from up here. But we'll see if that annoys me or not, because that might not happen. So yeah, this path goes this way, and then it's gonna go this direction. And then actually one spot behind this house, basically this whole house is gonna move 1 square back. There's gonna be another fence here to cover up the residential. But there'll be another building here, so this will be our 3rd residential building. It'll be right here, so there you go. And the path will be right here, and you can go down, or you can go up. And then right here is where the Able Sisters shop will be, right next to the museum. And then this path will go up or up this direction. So we'll go that way towards the end. But yeah, this is the Able Sisters location. That's going to be their storefront. And then, like I said, there's going to be a house right here. So yeah. So then it goes down this direction, and the path will meet up here. Our wolf's talking to our pig. That's nice. So all this will be, this is like all my flowers on my island, by the way. This used to be on the front of my island, but I've moved it all over here instead for right now. This is obviously all be sorted and placed nice places and not just spammed here. With that being said, though, we have all of this free land here, so who knows what's going to go down here. I'm not really sure yet. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any suggestions or ideas, feel free to let me know, and I'll definitely be reading the comments like I always do. But anyways, I think I'm going to keep this bridge. This was the first bridge, obviously, that I ever built, and I know it doesn't really fit anymore, but you know what? I am connected to this bridge. The amount of times I've ran over this bridge is crazy, so I probably will end up keeping this bridge. We'll see, though. But it goes this direction, and all of these houses here will be ripped out. There will be no houses here. And this will actually all be part of my little, like, area, whatever I'm going to do with it. I plan to have, like, trees, and then I think right in this area, I plan to put all my rocks, all 6 of my island's rocks. I'm going to try to get them all in one, like, little garden type thing. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it in the end to have all my rocks in one spot, and it'll be right here in a nice little area. And then we'll have, like, the orchard and stuff that I never actually ended up building ever. Right above it, and probably like flowers and whatnot. But right here, this long pathway basically sections off what is my housing area. This is basically my property, my yard is what I'm gonna call it. And it'll go all the way up to this path over here, which is right here. So all of this is all gonna be, there's tons of room basically for anything that I want. So yeah, that's my housing area. There's a rock here. Hello, rock. Right here is my house. I've actually moved it for those guys that viewed the series. It used to be over there on the far right. Now it's on the far left, and I put up a little bit of Halloween decorations. A little bit that I have for my house. I got a little like skull welcome. I got a skeleton. He gives you hugs. He's like, hug me. Look, hug, hug, hug. He's trying his best. Okay. We got our bike here. We got our money tree that might not stay there. And then back here, we actually have pumpkins. So we're growing pumpkins here. And this is one of the spooky day items. So if you go to the DIY recipes, and then we go over to seasonal, I have some of the pumpkin recipes. You get these from Villagers Crafting. You can get them from the balloons. I'm not sure if you can get them from anywhere else. Maybe from the bottles. I'm not sure. But yeah, I have a couple of these recipes, and as you can see, every single one of them needs pumpkins. So we're going to need a lot of pumpkins, because we're going to want to decorate for spooky season, of course. So yeah, we have all of this ready to go. So far, it's boring, but I really like this tower. I also just like the normal pumpkin. And yeah, so while we wait for all this stuff to grow in, we can buy stuff at Nook's Cranny, like this. I bought this at Nook's Cranny. So yeah, that's basically my housing area so far. And there's a lot more I have to do with this, of course. This is probably my favorite part of the island. My little double waterfall with the Zen bridge, and it goes like this. And it's just, I don't know, I love the way this looks. I love it so much. This has been here for the longest time, and I absolutely love it. So anyways, we're going to continue down this direction here. And as you can see, we're now linking up with the courtyards over here. But now, there's a money spot there. I see this, okay? You don't got to comment. I see this. I see it. But we're going to have a 4-wide pathway that goes like straight down all these houses. Literally every single one of these houses is in the way. But this 4-wide pathway kind of, if you guys look on the bottom right, it continues through this whole strip of the island. So that's like a main artery. And then they're all going to connect. Like this one will connect down here. This will connect right here. And so on and so forth. But these actually also connect up here. So there's going to be a little section here for either flowers or trees or something. And then there's actually going to be one house here. This one does not get a yard, but it gets next to the waterfall, first off. And it also gets to be my neighbor. I'll probably put Lucky here because he's my favorite villager. So he'll probably end up staying here, but we'll see. If I want to give him a yard or not, basically, is what's going to decide that. Then we're also going to have a villager here. I guess while I'm here, let me show you my villagers, because there might be some new people. So we have Ken, who's staying. Lucky, who is also staying. Muffy, who is my first these two are my first, Muffy and Billy. So they'll both be staying, Muffy and Billy. Tipper will also be staying. Chief will be staying. Doc will be being replaced with, what amiibos we got? We got Sky and we got Stitches. So one of those two will let's say Stitches. Stitches will replace Doc. We got Maggie, who I love, who will be staying. Becky has already been replaced with Coco, and I'll show you Coco in a little bit. And then Puddles here will also be replaced with Sky. So yeah, we'll probably put one of those villagers, one of these ones here. And then there's also another spot here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's another spot here. Then you also see these pathways that are planned here, here, and here. They're actually going to both lead, they're both going to incline up to here, to this like layer here. And this middle layer is actually not very big on my island, so one here, and we'll probably have like a path that comes up here, and it'll meet up here, and then it will actually raise to right here. And then right here, there's going to be a, I see that by the way, you don't got to comment. And this one over here, I see it, okay? I see it. This will lead to like a little river, and it'll be a little pond up here. And then over here, there's like a bunch of free space here in between this and what's actually a huge lake that I built forever ago. It has a little Zen bridge as well, because I actually really love them. But this is a cool picture spot as well for the night skies. Ooh, and look at it. Speaking of nice skies, I said night skies, but we're going to say nice skies. Come on, drop it. Yep, thank you. Yes, I have like a huge lake up here. So let's go ahead and open that up. We got a blue corner. I think that's for the boxing ring. I think we can actually do the whole thing. But as you can see, this thing is actually absolutely massive. This lake, this pond, whatever you want to call it. It's really huge. But I'm thinking in between it, since we have so much space, I'm thinking maybe a fairgrounds. Maybe I can put the rocks up here. Because basically for you, I think this is how it works. Is the rocks need to be like in between, like you can have 3 in each grid. If you guys look, there's like lines that separate the island into a grid. I think you can have 3 rocks on each grid. So if you want all of your rocks in the same area, they have to be in 2 grids. So as you can see, I'm pretty much in the middle of that line up there. And that would let us put 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and thus having 6 rocks all in one area. That's how many rocks are on your island. So maybe up here, I could put a little fairground area up here. I could put a cafe up here. This would basically be like a touristy, like a big spot, basically. This will be our, I don't know, like a nicer area, maybe. We'll see. But there's plenty of space up here to do fun stuff with. And like I said, it'll all go to one ramp that'll lead here, and there'll probably be another ramp somewhere. I'm not really sure where. Because I don't really want to put ramps on this side, because this is my house. So we might literally only have 3 ramps on this island, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, we'll see how that works out and how functional it is once I start getting it in. But yeah, we have 2 houses here, and then across this way, once again, incline there. And this is like a little, like, corridor space. I don't know, whatever this would be called, a intersection. Over here, we actually have 2 more plots, and I'm thinking about putting Sky, who's a wolf, and Chief, who is also a wolf, and putting them in these 2 houses here, since they're both wolves. You know, it fits. It's cool. And then they'll both get little small yards, as we'll go up as far to the incline as we can. And of course, like, all of this will be fenced in for them. So that's another 2 houses. So what does that put us up to? I believe 5, 2, 4, 5. Yeah? I don't know. I don't know where we're at. You guys know. I don't. I'm tired, okay? But right here, we're also going to have another house. This one, again, no yard. Very small, basically yard. But they get the nice waterfall. And they're like in a pretty cool spot. You know, right here, you can take this quickly down to the museum, yada, yada, yada. So it's a pretty cool spot for a house, I think. And I think it'll look good here as well. And we'll put some trees around it and whatnot. So we'll have to find a good villager's house that fits there. So this is where my house used to actually be, over here, but there's now a bridge and stuff here, but we'll get to that. But this seating thing here has been here for a while, and it basically just shows another waterfall, and it looks really pretty, and I really love it, actually, a lot. And there's like a nice little fishing area here. Right here's a temporary pumpkin patch. As you can see, it's absolutely in the way, so it's going to be moved once we have our first harvest. which should be tomorrow, I believe, for me. We should have a harvest, I hope. I've been watering I've been watering them every day, so hopefully we should get about 3 pumpkins per each one. That's the max you can get on a pumpkin. But as you can see, this road goes down here, so this has got to go, and these 3 rows also got to go, and then of course these pumpkins aren't going to be in the road. Right here's a spooky chair, by the way. So yeah, this used to be in my front yard, for those of you guys that remember. But yeah, anyways, there's going to be a house here. Another house. No, again, no yard, but I mean, like, look at the location. Oh, speaking of location, can we get that? Yeah, we should probably get that because it might have a recipe. I was gonna be lazy and just let it go, but I can't risk it. You know, I'll let that one go, and it'll be like the one, like at the end of the season, it'll be like the one recipe I didn't get, and it'll have been in this balloon. You know, I can't risk it. So let's see. If I shoot it here, it should be fine. So let's charge it up. And 3, 2. I don't know if we can actually hit this anymore. It might be too high. Oh, missed it. Oh, we missed badly. I think we might be a little bit too close to it. Let's go down a layer here and let's hurry, Austin. Hurry. Okay. And bop. There we go. I knew that. Okay. I knew that. So we got a fishing boat flag, which is not what we wanted, but you know, I would have regretted it, okay? If I didn't check, if I didn't know. But yeah, so we got another house there, and then I'll show you guys. Oh, Lucky's taking a snooze. How cute. That's why Lucky's my favorite. But we have a Zen bridge being built here that leads to the campsite, which is right over here. And in this campsite right now is currently Coco. Coco is in here, and Coco is, it's been 3 days now, so Coco is officially ready to move in tomorrow, and then it'll be in boxes and whatnot. But here's Coco. Hi, Coco. How you doing? I love Coco. She's so cute. People think she's creepy, but I think you're not creepy. I think you're cute. So yeah, Coco will be on our... Oh, she's confused. She's like, why did he just walk in here and leave? I guess I would also be confused. Let's get our vaulting pole here. And I believe with that, we have now seen everything on the island. Obviously down here, this is where Nook's Cranny is being built. Once again, a wall here. I think I said that. And yeah, that's pretty much our island. So now it's just kind of like moving everything. It's gonna be a lot of moving, a lot of money to move everything. We don't actually have too many more. I think we don't have any bridges to build. I think we've built all our bridges, so we now only have 3 inclines to build, and just moving everything. Basically, that's what we have left. And then it's also decorating the little small areas and whatnot. But that's pretty much everything. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Animal Crossing. I hope you guys like what I've done with Bree Bay. I'm very happy with it. All this progress has happened in about 3 days. This is the first time I've really even messed with this, to be honest with you. Like, when I quit, I never really started actually working on my island. So I've been working on it for the last 3 days, and I've been having an absolute blast with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!